It's 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 the news.
It's the news. Oh no.
We made it. It was a tough drive over here from the Having Fun with J&J to our
Studio.
room.
Yeah.
Traffic, bumper to bumper, people, fans waving at us, waving us down. Elbow our way through the crowd, Got my hot bodyguard over here.
Oh my God.
I don't care what kind of, they've got to be good, but I go from, I go, okay, you're hot, you're not, you're okay, you're hot.
Oh my gosh.
So,
We're a royal mess. That's what it is. That's what it is. We're a royal mess.
I am. I'm dang proud of it too.
Yep, I know
Here we are, the Cream and Spirit Channel Crafting News, the place where you will find out no news. No news is good news. We pride ourselves on not knowing a damn thing.
I don't know why on earth.
But it is Valentine's Day. We do know that. We know that because we're both wearing red.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
And I bought a really good card for my husband.
I didn't buy him nothing.
You didn't buy him anything?
Nope. He don't like cards.
He doesn't like cards.
You know what he does with them? He'll pick them and throw them away. I'm like, I spent all day looking for that card, telling you how much I love you. He'll grab the card, just like this. He'll grab the card and go, oh, that's nice.
He's like me. I shake it for the cash.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Jeffrey's funny. Are you reading?
I'm reading Jeff. Jeff's talking about, I just answered him because he wants Grumpy Gus for my bodyguards. I said, I could use Gus. Yeah. He's not that hot, but he'll scare away anybody that's going to bother me.
Dude, that is hilarious right now. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. I was like looking at him, looking at my husband, and I go, what do you want for Valentine's? He goes, nothing. Where do you want to go? I said, what do you mean? He goes, I'll take you out to eat. I said, hey, that's a good Valentine's Day present. At least I know I'll get full. So
we're going to get activities.
Now he wants to go to Olive Garden.
Oh, yeah. I won't go because that's usually crowded.
It is very crowded, and the way he's getting out of work today at 5:00, yeah, that ain't happening. So what he said, and I agreed with him. He goes, "What if we go tomorrow?" I said, "It's not Valentine's Day tomorrow." He goes, "But we'll go in there, sit down without a crowd, and eat all we want and stay all we want." I'm like,
that right there is when you know you've been married for a while and you're on the other side of 40. Right there. Because if there's a crowd, we're going. I always like it. He'll send me in. He'll say, okay, honey, get out and get us a seat. I'll park the car.
Yeah, my husband, my husband will be the first one to say, I don't want to stand in the crowd. And I get it, but patience is one of the things that I've learned how to do. I have always had to stand in line to do everything, to eat and everything else, right? So
I think women are way, okay, now guys, don't yell at me, but I think women are way more patient waiting for things.
That's what I'm saying. We are.
Like, my husband wants to just walk in and, God help the waitress. That's like, which is true. Like, I try to ask for everything while she's there so that you're not eating. Like, if he asks for steak sauce and you're halfway through the steak and they finally bring it, then they get irritated. I try to ask in advance what he wants to have because I know what he wants. So I'll say he needs this, and this. And if they don't bring it, then that gets, But
yeah, I'm like, I look at him all the time and I go, dude, you gotta be patient. Oh, I don't want to wait an hour. So, okay, I understand that, but it is a holiday, and
No,
everybody's taking out their booze for eating. They have the same things that you do.
they
So,
always say it's really actually not good to go on a holiday because the food and the service isn't that good because it's so busy.
right. So that's why he said, "Hey, can we go tomorrow? I get out at 5. That's the prime where everybody's going and this." Now, if he would have gotten early, like he usually gets out at 3 sometimes. And he'll say, "Can we go at 3?" I go, "Yeah, let's go. We'll beat the crowd. Go in early and we're
You're
good."
really pretty special, then you really know you're old.
That's
I know.
right. So, but because he gets out of work at 5 o'clock, it's like he's saying, "I don't want to hit the crowd." I said, "Okay, no worry." And to me, it's just another day. Valentine's should be every day, with your honey if they
I
love you.
tell my husband, Valentine's is every day.
Every day to make
It
you
is.
look
It's
good.
most one of our comments is yes. A lot of people get engaged on Valentine's Day.
They do.
A lot of people try, and it's Friday night. It's not like if your Valentine's Day is like on Tuesday night, you're probably not going to run into it being as full as tonight. But tonight is Friday night, so
Mhm. On
it's
top of being Valentine's Day is
opposite.
Friday
Yeah.
night. Yep, so
Um,
that place is gonna be banging. They're gonna be like a line
yeah,
from here to around the corner of the restaurant. So I'm
like
like,
I
okay,
said,
I'll wait
just
for my
make sure
Valentine's
there's a lot of first dates on Valentine's Day. Jeanette was just laughing at me at the last show I said this, but it is true. A lot of
Day.
people do that first date because they want to date on Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
Women, I want to say that you're more likely to do this than a man. Not that it's totally, you know, but a lot of women, say, well, they have a date for Valentine's Day because everybody else has one and they don't want to be left out. And some poor guy who's, madly in love with her is going to take her out and then she's not going to call him. So don't be mean, guys. Go a second date. Make a second date with him just to make sure that maybe he is the one, you know? Give him another shot. Don't just you
Man,
know,
I always thought, when people get married on Valentine's Day, it don't last.
I, you know, I,
I don't know why they just get married
I'm
on
going to sound very
Valentine's
commercial and crass. Valentine's Day was made for the candy companies.
Day. Exactly. And flowers and all that. Anyway, but like I learned in church, Valentine's Day is every day.
He's going to the King Buffet Chinese restaurant for all you can eat. I like that. Because, the Chinese restaurants, you can, on the buffets, you get all that shrimp.
Mm, that's some good stuff. Don't tempt me.
And
I might tell them, let's go to the Chinese restaurant.
we don't dress up or anything. We just
But you know what? He should just order Chinese and let's have it in here. Why do we have to
that's
go
all
out?
right.
Why do we have to go out?
You can sit at home and you can, put the
Snuggle,
music on and
eat each
like,
other,
yeah,
put romantic music,
no,
give him some kisses. And then Laverne will get in the middle and she'll want her kisses.
yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You got a dog or a kid in the middle of you, so
I tell you.
forget the
Anyway, okay.
romance.
So the observances are today.
Valentine's Day, everybody. You are on the right channel.
Happy Love Day. Anyway,
Yep.
so we always do these observances of today that comes from the Today Show, and these are funny, okay? But some of them are, some of them aren't. But it's just how you look at it. But if you know Jenny and if you've seen us before, you're gonna take it's funny, and especially with her.
I
You
could
gotta
say
pay
my perspective is a little bit skewed.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention to the what it is. Okay, and sometimes she'll research it. So she got her
All
computer ready. So there's some things that I may not know, but I think all of these are kind of cool
right.
relating to Valentine's. So here's the first one. This
Hit
one
me,
has
Mom.
nothing to do with the heck Valentine's Day, but I don't know. It's not my observance. Okay, Frederick Douglass Day.
Frederick Douglass. Ooh. Well, he was, I believe, part of the Underground Railroad. I believe he was a writer.
Mhm.
And I almost believe he was part of our Congress at some part. I'm going to
And
look it up.
isn't also the month of February is Black History Month, isn't
Yep.
it? Okay.
Yep.
So here you
Yep.
go.
Yep. He was, he was an amazing person. I believe he was self-taught
Mhm.
to read. He was a slave, self-taught. and he became a speaker, an orator, and wrote books, and he was one of the leading Black abolitionists at the time. So, yep.
Okay, that was a good. I love when she comes up. One thing, Jenny has a brain like a dictionary, so it's good. All right, so here we go.
Just a little aside, because I know he did get into politics, but he was a Republican, and he was considered a radical patriot at the time, and he was always for Black civil and political rights.
There you go. There's history for any young folks that are looking at us today.
Yep.
All right. We've been doing it all wrong. Okay, because today is Gold Heart Day.
Okay, I'm up for that. Don't be giving me any chocolate. I want the gold.
It's Gold Heart Day. Okay.
That's given that to me. That's like, forget the chocolate, the little hearts, candy hearts, the little sweet tart hearts. Although those are cute.
Yeah.
They say love me, kiss me, hug me. But I think that if you are very serious about the person you love, that gold hearts would be the way to show your love, don't you?
I do. It better be 18 karat. That's all I gotta say.
It's not gold. It's not gold.
It better not be plated. Go plate it.
Well, it actually, it's not that.
It's what?
It's not about giving a gold heart.
What is it about?
It is celebrated to raise awareness and help disadvantaged and disabled children have an equal opportunity to reach their potential. It's dedicated to helping improve the lives of children and providing support to their parents and schools. The Variety Club charity started it, and yeah, so there you go. We have a place here. It's a special amusement park for kids with disabilities, autism, and wheelchairs. It's very cool. We have it in San Antonio.
Oh, I didn't know.
But yeah, that's the history of Gold Heart Day, and I would not have known that.
All right, our next observance: have a heart day. Have a heart, Jenny. Have a heart.
That's probably having to do with not love, but the heart in your chest, meaning they're going to tell me not to eat fatty foods and that I should exercise, right?
I don't know. You're the one with all the answers.
Let's see. Have a heart day. What it means and how you can be a part of it.
Okay.
Looks like a Canadian thing.
Really? So what is it doing in the United States? Why are we celebrating it?
Have a Heart Day was created by the First Nations Child and Family Caring Society of Canada to encourage to remember those kids who are growing up far from their homes. So, let me see if there's another day. Maybe there's two types. Have a Heart Day. Yeah, it's a Canadian. So if your kid is not available to you, or maybe they're, I don't know, maybe they're at camp, I don't know, that it's to make sure that you send them a Valentine or some kind of love and kindness and compassion. But it's Canadian.
Oh, that's nice. Okay. International Book Giving Day.
Okay, I like that one. Books are amazing. I know everybody wants to read out of Kindle or have someone else read the book to you. Don't do that. Read the darn book. It's good.
Know. You know what my son does? He doesn't read the book. He hears the book. He likes audio.
See, okay, audiobooks are okay, like if you're in the car and you want to hear a book, but I want to process the words through my own brain, because I have an idea of what the the people sound like, what they're talking like. And when someone reads it to me, I'm like, I'll like, that lady's, I don't like her voice, or, or they'll go, oh, they'll change it, and try to like give
There's
inflection.
one voice that I like that reads to me. That's the Bible.com book. And if you put it in the NIV, that man's voice, the way he reads the
Very
Bible,
calming.
no, but when it comes to the God parts, his voice deepens. And you feel like you're listening to God himself because his voice is so deep and, projected.
Is he the guy in the commercial? I think I've heard him. He's got a very cool voice. It's like listening to Darth Vader, only as God.
I don't know, but he's I love hearing his voice. When he reads, I feel like I'm listening, like I'm right there, That's the only time when I'm cooking and I'll put the Bible on and I put NIV and I hear his voice. He changes his voice to every character. That's a good reader to me. When you can change your voice.
I still, it interferes with the way I guess it's good if people are actually buying books, but I want people to experience the way the author.
That audio.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I buy a book. People read the book.
Okay.
Because Jeanette has a book out now too. She's an author. She's going to want people to read her book.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. International Winter Bike to Work Day. How you gonna ride a bike on snow?
Is that a snowplow attached?
It says International Winter Bike to Work Day.
Well, I guess if you're not in 4 feet of snow. Okay, look, I'm sorry. Right now in Texas, it is cold. I'm sorry. It's like 40 degrees today.
Really?
I'm not getting on a bike and I'm not riding anywhere. It's cold.
Okay.
What are these people? What do these people actually do? What they like? Are they out there riding their own bikes in the snow?
I've seen people drive there. But see, here's the thing. I'm in Florida. There's no snow ever. So we don't see it. But when I was in New York, I used to see people with their bikes, and on the bikes they put chains. So they're riding really, heavy, and they go and they fly, man. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm surprised that nobody.
I'm a wuss. I being born in Southern California. I mean, if it got to 70 degrees, we put bloomers under our skirts because it was too cold. So I don't think I would be good at that. I'm sorry.
Oh, wow.
You didn't know that, right? So when you went to we went to parochial school, we had to wear skirts.
Catholic school, same way.
Catholic school. So we rode our bikes to school. However, if it was a windy day, and it gets windy in California, especially in the wintertime, we would wear our baby doll bloomers underneath our skirts because the wind would blow our skirts up, and Nelly, it's cold over there. So we'd have to wear our bloomers underneath it. So that was a real thing. Now girls wear,
Okay.
So we had to wear skirts, people. You did not get a choice. There was no choice.
Oh my gosh. Okay, the next one.
What else?
League of Women Voters Day.
Okay. The League of Women Voters, that probably came from the early when women were looking for the right to vote. They actually were a very, I don't hear them too much anymore. They used to have a big say, temperance kind of things, like get people not to drink. That was a big thing. But they've been around for a very, very long time. You can join one of their chapters. They probably have one in every state. They tend to be more conservative in their approach, but they've been around for a long time, and they just try to encourage women. Don't technically like politics. They're getting more and more to where they're more involved in politics, but 20, 30 years ago, they had to encourage women to vote. Very big voter block. And they want to make sure you vote.
All right. This is going to be your favorite too. We were just talking about it. Library Lovers Day. That
Yeah.
would be me.
Yeah. I feel kind of bad for libraries,
I used to
started
lose
with
them a lot.
Benjamin Franklin, the idea of borrowing a book and for free and being
Mhm.
able to take it out as a child. I'm sure you were the same way as I was.
Mhm.
It's the way we got our books. I think I could
Mhm.
take out 8 or 10 at a time, which
Me
I did.
too. I used to love that book smell. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh. I will be in the library because my mother, she wasn't home from work. So I would go to the library after school
Mhm.
and I would sit there. And sometimes they have puppet shows. Depending on the day, you had someone read to you and everything. But one thing I loved, oh my gosh, all the books that I can take out. And I would show my library card. I love me some libraries. I don't know,
They're
but I
they're
love me some
they're
libraries.
different now, though. 'Cause now Jeanette's younger than me. So
I'm
when
not
I went
that
to
younger.
her, yeah, we had the you pulled out the drawers and you got to look in the
Yeah,
little
through the
card,
catalog. Yeah, I remember.
right, catalog, and then everybody had a library card,
Mhm.
um, and there were actually books. Now there's not so many books. Now there's a lot of online. There's a lot of
No, but
video.
even my library on Main Street, we go there. There's books. There are a lot of
Uh,
books.
Ours are not that. I actually got into it with a librarian.
Cool. Hi.
I
Only you into it with the librarian. What did you do?
librarians are, they're a little bit on the, you
Snooty.
know. Well, I had a signing. I had clients that were going to meet me at the library, and um, they went into a room they weren't supposed to be in, and I finished with them. And the librarian came in and was pointing her finger at me, and you know how I have such an issue with
Mhm.
people telling me what to do.
Mhm.
So yeah, I took her out.
Oh,
I did.
mm-mm.
My son goes, a librarian against a notary? Like, was that
You
one
gotta
of
be together. It doesn't make
those
sense.
matches? Were those getting there and you punch it out? I said, I took care of her. I just reminded her very nicely that I was actually working for the state of California. I'm a
Mhm.
representative of the state of California as a notary. I was in California, and that you know, try me.
I never had a problem with a librarian.
I
Never.
did.
I
I know.
never. I
Most of
used
them
to
are
have, they
very
used to
sweet.
love me. They would see me from far away and they knew I was my mother's daughter. And they would go and look at me. They go, "Hi, Ginacita." And I would go, "Hey, you got the books back?" I said, "Yeah, I read all of them." I would give them the books back there. And then I would go, "I'm gonna go get more." And I was reading. You would think that I had a great reading score. I don't. I think I just love the pictures.
See, Jeanette's she is. She's like the sweet overachiever. I'm like the one that's duking it out at everybody. Like I'm bringing librarians down. I'm
Oh,
like,
you know why? People used to call me names. They would call me bad names because I couldn't read or I couldn't understand it because Spanish was my first language or is my first
you
language.
were doing both, yeah.
Mm. And I'm doing both and
I
I had to read books.
I just read a lot. I just read. I was yeah. I just read a lot, and I. My mom would always say that anywhere she'd find me, I'd be in the corner with a book, right? Be reading in the car or whatever. Um, but, yeah.
I still go to the library and I love it. I'm there for hours. Like maybe one day I'll just go work there from the from the weekend just to heck
I
with it,
just think I just think it's great, especially I know people won't understand this either, but when we did papers for school, you had to go get your sources. And so you'd
Mm,
have to, if you're doing a paper on the American Revolution,
mhm.
you'd have to go and get 4 or 5 books. You'd have to read the books. You'd have to take out passages. You'd have to do the footnotes. And they do it all online. They cut and paste. They don't even really know. Like we had to read the books.
Yep,
And
that's
and
true.
that's how we did our reports. And then book reports.
Oh, book reports. I remember that. It
That
had
was
to be in a certain way, and you got to type it. The Smith Corona typewriter. Remember
oh
those?
yeah. Tick, 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 tick.
I
Well,
loved
we
it. Kids
we
got
had
it
to
easy
print.
today.
So the libraries are very, and there's a library. Well, Alexandria is like one of the first libraries in the ancient world, and some of it got burned. But if I ever got to go anywhere, to go to one of has ancient scrolls, and I mean, I probably could, you can't read any of it because I don't read Greek or Aramaic or anything, but just to be in a room with all of that past knowledge.
New York got the oldest, that the National Library, whatever, is downtown, and it's huge. The one that they use in National Treasure, that they had to go in and then go.
So amazing.
It is amazing. It is. I would like to go there. We need a girl trip. All right.
Girl trip.
I know, right? Okay. Next.
I have a reverence for libraries. Just the taking the librarian out was just kind of a side thing I did. I'm usually very nice to librarians.
I hope so. I'm just saying. Okay. All right. This one is a little bit conceited, but I like it. Madly in Love with Me Day. Madly in Love with Me Day. That's the observance.
How would that? Let me see how that would come about. Madly in Love
with Me Day. That's the observance today.
Self-love.
Self-love. Look at that.
Self-love.
It's healthy sometimes. Sometimes it's healthy. I'd rather have someone else in love with me, not me in love with me.
It's really good not to hate yourself. It's probably one of the things that you don't want to do. You may not like certain things about yourself, but those things can be changed or don't do that anymore.
Prideful.
But everybody's got something.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next
so
one.
Love yourself.
Love yourself today. If you're single, love yourself. You don't need no. No, I'm just joking. Okay. National Black Literacy Day.
National Black what?
Literacy Day.
Literacy. Literacy.
National Black Literacy Day.
Okay. So every time she said that, my volume went crazy. So it's weird. We're talking because it's Black History Week or month, and it's also Valentine's Day. And so, of course, during the slave period, African Americans were not allowed to be educated. And so I don't know when that probably started. Probably the 50s, maybe 60s. I have to check out what the date that was. But we want everybody to be literate. You can't do anything in this world without being able to read.
Yep. I used to tutor people that were from ESOL, English as a second language, and I would help them read and teach them how to do the words and stuff. And what was so hard is that English is a difficult language. So one of the things that the little ESOL kids had to do was the first thing learn that the vowels, we have two sounds, not one. Because in Spanish, we only have one. But in English, there's two, long and short. And they were like, huh?
Yep.
So my little kids were always confused. So I had to teach them that first.
First of all, it's only started February 2021. So it's a fairly new day of observation.
Oh, wow.
If you ever watched our favorite, Lucy and Ricky, so there's a show where she wants to make sure that her baby is literate. And so she gives a book to Ricky, and it's showing all of the differences between like through and through. So if you through a ball, it's spelled different than if you go through a tunnel.
Yeah.
So Spanish isn't like that. It doesn't have those different spellings of the same sounds of a word.
Yeah.
And it's hysterical. So if you ever want to see how really confusing it is for someone who's not an English language person who has a second language or first language, yeah, we're pretty good. But we want everybody to be literate. So it's kind of goes along with Frederick Douglass, because he was, again, self-taught, emancipated. Oh, actually, an escaped slave. He wasn't emancipated till
Right.
Lincoln did it. But yep, he says, literacy is freedom. I don't know if he said it, but it's the truth. Literacy is freedom. If you cannot read, it hampers everything.
Yeah, because reading takes you to different places in the world. I know I used to read a lot of books. My favorite was the Silhouette Special Edition books. They were love stories, but man, I was always in La La Land. I was always
Always.
in La La Land. Okay, National Call-in Single Day.
Now I'm sure they put this on because of the single people that hate Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
And I don't
National
blame them.
Call-in Single Day.
I mean, you always got that girl at the office. Oh my God, my boyfriend just is so wonderful. He brought all these flowers and chocolate. Or you're at work and you're sitting there and you haven't got a date. And here comes this ginormous flower arrangement. And it's that girl. And here's the girl, the single girl sitting there going, I'm going to kill this. You know what? I'm going to kill her.
Yeah.
And it is rough. And I will have to say that I used to be a florist and we used to have guys coming in like 6:30. We got no flowers left. I had one guy, this is way back too.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I got $150, which is a lot of money back then.
Mm-hmm.
I got $150. What can you get for me? Because I have to have flowers for my girlfriend.
Oh my!
And I'm like, dude, I got nothing. I was basically giving him dead flowers because he said, I'm not leaving till you make something up.
Man, he was determined.
We were used to be picked. This is before the grocery stores. Now you have some guy come in, cracks me up. Oh my God. Got a potted mum because he got it from the grocery store, and he shows up with a big balloon stuck in it.
Oh man, he's better off going to the jewelry store and buying her little ring.
Yeah, well, no, they don't even do that. They'll go and they'll just, it's very sad. Men are really.
See, that's why I go and I say, Happy Valentine's Day. I go Happy Love Day to my friends, and I send, like this morning, I send cookie pictures because it's not just for married couples, for everybody. You got to show love to everybody.
That's originally, it's from the Saint Valentine. That's what it's another Catholic holiday, and he was in prison, and he was sending notes out through. That's kind of the story, and I think it had to do with some trying to marry people or whatever. But it didn't start out to be candy, and but Saint Valentine's is of a saint. So we.
Wow.
You gotta love us. We just got all kinds of really just
crazy holidays.
Just crazy. He was a martyr. He was persecuted during the Roman Empire. He was one that used to feed to the lions, and he apparently wrote notes to people and tried to spread the love of God. And now we just spread the love of chocolate.
Okay, which brings us to the next observance is National Cream-Filled Chocolate Day. National Cream-Filled Chocolate Day.
Hey, I like raspberry filling or caramel.
I like cherry, apple, and custard, vanilla custard.
And chocolate?
Yeah, with chocolate.
You'll have to let me know because I won't remember that.
Chocolate day. It has to be in the donut.
Now, I like an eclair.
Yeah. Oh, I love eclairs. Yeah, they don't make them anymore.
I'm a fruit person.
They don't make them anymore. They don't make eclairs anymore. And now if they do, they're about an inch big, like 1 inch, literally. And then they call them something else. Okay, National Cream Filled Day. Okay, next. This is cool. National Ferris Wheel Day.
Interesting. Have you ever been
Yeah.
on one?
The Ferris wheel, I've been on one. They used to scare me, but now they don't. Now I move them on purpose.
Have you ever been stuck up at the top of them?
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
still wasn't scared. I was very adventurous when I was a young girl. That's why I joined the army. I didn't care. I was like, woohoo, climb down like a ladder, you know.
but imagine when they first started doing that, where people didn't even have like elevators with tall buildings. So if you were one of the first people to get onto a Ferris wheel that you've never left the ground other than the porch of your house, imagine what it was like to be 8 stories up in the air. And yeah, I mean now you have you can't compete with the roller coasters and stuff that they have now. But back
Oh
back
my
in the
God.
day, the Coney Island and all of the
Oh, I remember Coney Island. Yeah, they closed. They no longer open.
you
Coney
know.
Island. No.
By the way, the first Valentine's card started in the 18th century,
Really?
Victoria.
Oh, I
They
didn't know
sent
that.
love notes to each other.
Aw. Okay, this is a good one. I'm one of these people. National Organ Donor Day. I want to keep living on. I'm a national donor.
Are you?
Yeah.
I have to say, I personally, I think they're going to want to take what I got before I'm actually gone.
No, my thing is, if you ever want my brain and put it on someone else so I can still be Jay in somebody else's brain, then I still continue working here. I'll give my brain to science. They'll try to figure out, oh, so that's why she was crazy. So it is important because there's not many people out there. But what I don't like is how they do the organ donations. They who gets who and who. That's what I don't like. I wish I could leave. I leave a note or a will saying, I will leave my organ to the poorest person that can't afford an organ. You know, not to the rich and famous.
This kind of went to the part where there was a couple of celebrities who had drinking problems and stuff, and they were able to get liver transplants. And liver is kind of different because you don't need to take the whole thing. You can, you know, it's like the kidney. If someone's got one, excuse me, I have a spare kidney, but
I would give
they damaged it themselves by having an alcohol or drug problem. And so when there's children or people that have disease that they are not, it's not their fault. And so a lot of people, there's a lot of scrutiny on that. But the thing for me is that I'm always thinking that, I'm not dead yet. Like I'll be yelling, I'm not dead yet. Don't take it. So
well, they know that. They're not going to take your organs.
I trust issues.
You do. Okay. Oh, Pet Theft Awareness Day. Don't steal my dog.
Don't be taking people's animals, please. Like, don't be taking.
Tell him.
Don't
Laverne won't let you anyway.
Pets.
Laverne won't let you anyway. My Laverne, she'll bite you.
I wouldn't take Laverne ever. My dog, if he had a hot dog, he's out of here. Laverne, that's not cool. That's not cool, people.
That's why now they got chips. Okay, this is funny. Quirky Alone Day.
Okay, so this is probably under the same thing as we have singles. Like there are people that don't have a date for Valentine's Day, and so they're trying to look. It's a made-up holiday. It's fun, Go with a friend. Go by yourself. You know what? Do that self-love thing. Go to a nice restaurant, dress up, order yourself a steak, some lobster, talk to a nice waiter, enjoy yourself. Because you know what? Some of those people that are together, like I said, are not going to be together afterwards, or they're being forced. Like the husband says, If you don't take me out, we're done. Like, just enjoy the day. It's Friday night. Have a drink. Don't sit and kvetch.
I think I'm gonna tell my husband just order Chinese food. That's it. I'm good.
To me.
All right. It must be a library thing today because it's read to your child day.
Always want to read to the kids.
Always.
Read while they're still in the belly because they hear you. But you always want to read to your kids and let them, if they find a word, Jeanette and I both have written kids' books. So if they don't know a word, then work with them and then explain what the word is, and they will know it. But you want to read books too. I mean, not all be on our phone.
Exactly. All right. World Sound Healing Day.
Sound healing?
Word Sound Healing Day.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, that's why you look it up. World Sound Healing Day.
It is this is like too deep. This gets into Mother Earth. A sonic Valentine to the Gala Matrix. Our beloved Mother Earth with the intention of raising the consciousness of all sentinel beings. So this might be talking to aliens. They want you. Many thousands of people through our planet will be creating healing sounds encoded with the intention of love and compassion to send a sonic Valentine to the Gala Matrix.
Yeah.
So I don't know about connecting to a Martian.
Yeah, no.
I don't.
Yeah, no.
It's a planet. It's like a planetary vibration. All I remember is in Independence Day, where they're standing on the top of the building going, take me, and then they go, poof, they took them.
Yeah, no, I don't care.
It's the intentional sound meditation.
Who comes up with these things? Oh, that's right.
I don't. You know what? They think it's going to heal the planet, like the planet cares.
No, they're destroying the planet. Anyway, and the last but not least, Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. We talked about it the whole time. February 14th. It used to just be for those for trying to get a date. It's trying to get a date, people. Candy, sweets, flowers. Love the one you're with.
That's right.
Stephen Stills. Like I said, just make sure that it's like that you're legally allowed to.
Good gosh. And that are the observances of today. Those are a lot, man.
No, we're tired. We don't know the news. If you want to hear the news of the Creative Spirit channel.
Yes, I want to hear that. That's news.
Watch our if my doorbell rings, I might have to get up. But I'm gonna go until we have a ton of stuff going on, people. We've got a new platform. You can watch our Having Fun with J&J. We talk about the whole thing. We are going to be on a new platform.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be bigger, better, badder.
Mm-hmm.
Just more amazing than we already are. This is a self-love day. So we're going to self-love each other.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, if you have to go to the door, I'll just put the commercials on. That's what I got to do.
Well, I'll let you know. I don't know. They're supposed to be. Hold on.
Oh, I'll put a commercial.
No, not yet.
No. See, we can put commercials now. That's only part.
Commercial, and I'll check. Go put the commercial. I'll be right back.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, she's not back. Next commercial. What happened? It's not going.
Are we back?
Yep, we're back. So they got to see our commercial, and then they got to see Subsidy. So those are affiliates, and then we got more, but we'll go ahead and go as we go.
Well, my husband's having someone come look at fixing something, and he's running late, so I had to run out, open the door and do the key. Sorry, guys.
You know what? I think people understand because we are normal. Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, we we do have live TV, and this is live. So if you gotta answer the door, you gotta answer the door. Yeah. But anyway, now the exciting news of our channel being upgraded and expanded to a greater volume, and we're gonna be available. We're here for all the small crafters, small businesses, anything. If you own a small business, I mean, gosh, the price of a dinner is what it costs to come here. Yep. Okay. And and then a lot of people tell me, well, why so low the price? I said, because we love you and we want you to expand and get your business out there. That's why. That's
we're still on our same goal. Mm-hmm. It's called making sure people know that buying local is buying better. I mean, it's just as simple as that. We don't know anybody else that's doing what we're doing on a channel.
That's right.
And now we're doing it on a scale that I think is just going to be amazing. So even if you're not a crafter and you just like crafts and you want to see it, we're hoping to bring you some really, really interesting crafters, some different things. We are working with charities. We're working with the military. We're still going to have our military shows.
Yeah.
We're going to have our cartoons for the kids.
And it's going to be better cartoons too, because it's going to be better. I mean, it's all made and everything. So we're learning as we grow. We're going to be bigger and better and expandable. And we're going to be now on 5 or 6 channels now showing. We're going to be expanding the network that we went with. They're really into spreading the word that, hey, we're a new channel out there. We even have a new logo and everything. And that's my husband. He has
my husband. We went long today, so they're usually they're pretty good. But if we go long, then they're like, wait, where are they? We did.
Yep. But today was Valentine's Day, so that's why we only do this on the Valentine's Day, unless we really got a hot topic. But we usually do that. But you gonna show them the logo?
Yes, I will.
You show the logo.
I will.
So we usually have pink with the green. Now we have purple with the green. Isn't it lovely? It even matches with our background right now. It is
just a little deeper on the colors. The purple's not as light. I like to keep the colors kind of interchangeable so that we can get some depth. I don't like everything to look exactly the same. I mean, we're the creative spirit, so we don't want to be bland and boring.
That's right. And not that this one, because if you look at this one, the one we had before, Hold on, where is it?
It's right here.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one we had before, and you see it was still beautiful. We loved it. But now since we're gonna be in more platforms, she was looking at everybody else's and she's like, "Oh no, we need an upgrade." So she decided to get we've gotten a lot of positive responses on my Facebook and Instagram and all of them saying that's a sexy logo. So I don't know what maybe that'll help us with our ratings and the
I hope so.
it's like Jeffrey Spins the exotic you know. So now we're gonna have this logo, and they're gonna go, "What is this?" So
You know what? Click and subscribe. Click and subscribe. We're all about
right, all the Creative Spirit channel. That's pretty cool. So I'm very happy that we're still keeping our creative crafting news the same though. That won't change. That's
no.
gonna be the same.
You'll still learn nothing about the news.
Yeah.
I think you do. You know what? I think, we're just like all the other news out there. Y'all can find all that other news out there where you go. But
yeah,
we try
and when we really crafting news, believe it or not, we're gonna be sharing what real crafters are doing. We're just practicing.
yeah, well, you know what? We're right now in a transitional period.
Yeah.
We do try to bring in other news and crafters. We're hoping that we can start putting pop-ups out there and talking about the crafting world and what's going on. And so we had a month last month where we really couldn't do anything because we were so busy trying to keep the channel on.
Yeah.
And so all of the things that we had planned, we kind of put by the wayside. So right now we're regrouping and we are coming back bigger and better. And we're just hoping, we don't want to bring anybody else on or add anybody until we know that we have something that's dependable and viable.
Right.
So
And
that's
so we want to make sure that it's good for everybody, and we always looking out for all the crafters and small businesses. So artists out there, musicians, we have a lot, and our content is growing. We have a lot of good views. So we just want to tell everybody, hey, we're not going anywhere. We're just going bigger, better.
Yep.
And that's it. And that's it for today's news. We had a long list of observances, boy. I'm beat.
And yapping for 2 hours.
I know. Wow. We've done 12 before. This is not surprising to me.
That's how we got together.
Yeah, that's how
one thing we could do well. We could yap.
We can talk. That's for sure. We'll bring up everything.
But anyway, that's on top of our resume. Good yappers.
Good talkers. Here we go. All right then. Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, everybody enjoy yourself no matter who you're with, what you're doing. If you're by yourself, it's okay. It's all right. You know what? Go get your favorite food, take it home, light a candle, read a book. All the things we talked about today, you can read a book while you're having your favorite Chinese food or you're getting Olive Garden in. Call whatever.
Have a nice romantic. Just sit down with whoever you're with. Sit down and watch a nice funny movie, or love movie, or Hallmark movie, whatever you want to watch. Remember the yesteryears when you used to date. Do that. You don't have to. Yeah.
Instead of and then hate each other. How about getting to know someone? Why don't you like I know they won't, but I would. Like if I was by myself and I saw someone sit, I'd say, hey, want some company?
Yeah.
And my kids would die if I did that, but I would. If I was there was another, if it was another woman sitting there by herself, I'd come have a conversation.
With anybody? Well, she'll probably think I'm crazy. I go, I just want to sit with you. I saw you were lonely. You want to sit with me? I'll sit with you. We could eat dinner or whatever. And you'll be surprised. They'll go yes or they'll go no. But at least you tried.
Yep. I mean, it's so I think you should just don't worry about what anybody else is saying, whatever person gets, whatever gift, whatever. I'm always like this. Anytime anyone gives me anything, I'm grateful for the fact that they thought of me and that they went out of their way, no matter how small. The little boys across the street, they'll come over and they'll bring me something they found in the yard, but they thought to give it to me, you know. I'm like, oh, you know, I find something in my pocket. I'm like, what the heck is that? But people, if they think of you, that's a gift.
That is a gift. And I'm always thinking about you.
She's always thinking about me. She always sends little notes. She's like the best spouse ever.
Oh, did you get that letter?
I did.
You did? Yeah, she has to read it. It's our anniversary, so she's going to have to read it. We got 4 minutes left.
It's our first anniversary.
Yeah. Go ahead.
That's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
See, I told you I have it right here by my desk. To Jen Dial, happy first anniversary. 1 year ago on this very day, we took the mic and found our way. With laughter, stories, joy, and cheer, we made great memories through the year. From our first show side by side on Having Fun with J&J, what a ride. Through every joke and every smile, you've made it all so worthwhile. Now I get mushy. Jen, you shine with warmth and grace, bringing light to every space. Here's to us, to fun, to more, to endless moments we adore. Happy first anniversary. Hashtag Having Fun with J&J. Hashtag 1 year strong.
Yay!
Cute.
See,
I try to keep her in the dark about my true self, but she's.
I'm the woman in the relationship. I love to love.
She is. She's totally. I'm like such a dude in this. But you know what? We have actually seen each other really we're dragging at 11 o'clock, and she's just got in with the dog on her lap, and I'm trying to get my dog out the door, and people are calling, and we're in tears, or we're crying, or we're so it's always something. So
that was a fun year.
It was fun, a whole year.
I know, and here's to many more, because we're gonna go. It's like either go out or go big, and I'd rather go big.
We're going big, baby.
Going big.
We're getting to big time.
That's it.
Someone's gonna offer us a bazillion for the channel, and we're gonna go.
I'm gonna go. Okay. I work hard. Darn it.
Well, they can have the financial part. We'll just stay on it and keep everybody laughing because
exactly. We'll keep our shows. That's what I'll do. I'll keep our shows. They could do all the back end stuff.
That's right. I don't want to do that part. They do the marketing part.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So
why don't we put our Valentine? The Valentine you did.
Okay, we'll do the Valentine one.
And then we'll do the goodbye.
All right. All right, here we go. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Bye.
Roll by your little. That's the story of. That's the glory of love. As long as there's the two of you, you've got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with you, you've got each other's arms. You've gotta win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. Roll by your little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. As long as there's the two of you, you've got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with you, you've got each other's arms. You've gotta win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. Rode by a little, that's the story of, that's the glory of love.